Oh, what's a kid in? Oh, we is here. We is here. Oh, how is everybody? Doing alright, I hope. I'll move the mic closer in a second. Just pour myself a drink. Don't spill. Oh, hope everybody's had a good weekend so far. Your king has arrived to make it just a little bit better. I joke, of course. And then we'll have a little swiggity swag on it. Filling time. I forgot how many songs the Goths co-opted as well. Although, Killing Moon, Echo and the Bunnyman, absolute banger of a song. Okay, excuse me. Try to lock that into place. Okie dokie. Let's do. What the fuck are you, Rogue Trader? There you are. No. Okay, and then let's remove the zoom. There we go. Amazing. In time. What's everybody's got for their stream snacks? I currently got co-op honey roasted peanuts and cashews. Not bad, I might add. I would say I'm more happy about the cashews, because I do love me some good cashews. However, I don't like how they're farmed. It's very shit. Hell yeah, I've been dying to play this again. It's one of the things I love and I hate about streaming. Dislike about streaming is when you get into playing something like this that you love playing, but then you have to wait.
Is there money to be made?
Excuse me. All right. Here we go. Excuse me. Oh my god. Cassia, a figure with unnaturally long limbs, covers her face and hands, which are deformed with long tallow-like nails, her deadly face. Continually streams from her scarlet misted eyes. Oh, she does have gills. Oh yeah. On her neck. I didn't actually notice she had gills. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. Since an overwhelming, soul-smothering power. As for the otherworldly figure's creature's gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders, and there are flashes of past warp nightmares re-emerge in the shadows and paralyze your will. You gasp for a bit of air in terror, drowning under a crashing wave of pain. You cannot catch your breath. Hot tears run down your cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is this happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely and in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? As if the pals weren't bad enough, now it's this one banging into my head. Somebody stop it. Heresy. As it looks at the tall figure, a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Bro, it worked. Nice. What's that? A drawn out sound similar to a sob and a howl. Small, what is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you? Who are you? Pardon my manners. I did not expect such a gracious acquaintance in so spent the sorrow in the house. Theobald, the heavy-set man, old man, kneeling nearby, erupts into low sobs, his eyes swollen from crime, dart desperately around the room, as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from the child. Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, throne preserve. Despite his vulnerable age, Navigator leaps up and rushes over to her side. You! The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with checked black veins, and his bulging milky eyes bear striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. Ugh! His sickly sweet scent is the oldness. Yeah, I was gonna say rotten flesh is apparently stinky, but has a sweetness to it. My eyes fail me, but they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move and I will bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon my head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged, just making the whispers shriek out for him. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of a dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are. Oh, damn, doesn't it, see? Yes! I grant that you do not look like pirates whom have come to coveted riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels of phallic service. Who are you? Another road trade in the corner of our galaxy. How interesting. Your kind always make an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful. And so, House Orselio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of the house today. You decide. Pierce, you don't understand the sacred gift of our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And when the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. Oh my god. Anyway, Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Orselio. And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft. Felak, my wayward student, he came to Urac 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him, entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house. A sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by the duties of the legacy of the greatest house of navigators. Tisiphone Orselio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the navigator's throne. Hope glimmers in the navigator's milky eyes. Save the sacred child. Take her away from this station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin as he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away through his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. See, I can read without my glasses. Just not very well. Save the child and deliver her safely to the Regent Oranto, acting head of House Orselio in the Koronus Expanse. Rest assured that the world will be worth your effort. I know we came here for it, but after everything we've seen, I have some reservations about this girl. Argenta looks at Cassia, and a painful furrow across her breast. Such a fragile thing and such a heavy burden upon the sword. That is actually still quite surprising, because sisters really do just kill heretics and mutants. Like, they will obliterate them outright. But clearly she's feeling sympathy for Cassia, and also as well she understands that, you know, we need a navigator. You're talking as you would expect to die. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felak inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying, praise the throne, slowly enough to see the child is taken care of. No, I am a keeper of Iraq 5, and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. I believe I have made my decision. Is that so? Please share your thoughts. Jesus, fuck that, why would I do that? Cassia shall come with me. Good. That is good. The old man nervously licks his lips. But do allow us to say our proper farewells. Oh, do we get some voice acting? Yeah, we do.
Wake up, my mistress, my sacred child. It is all over now. It is over.
What happened? You. I remember you. Have you come to save us?
Child, please, listen to me very carefully. One last time. You will now embark on a voyage with this lady to rejoin the house and its regent in the Koronus Expanse. I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
No, not you too. Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze. You're coming with me. Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
That wave of despair that is not yours washes over you. Your palms sweat and your heart freezes in panic.
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper of Uruk 5, and alas, I have less than a day left in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty to House Orselio. I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
Damn. What a legend.
Oh, Theobald.
The crimson tears stain the Lady Navigator's white skin. Once again, this time her power does not make everybody feel along.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before.
I mean, fair.
What are you going to do to me?
Oh, no. That one.
Do not fear what is to come, child. You are ready to guide any vessel. I know this because I taught you myself. And It is difficult to imagine more worthy company than a rogue trader. But remember, your safety is of paramount importance. Get to the Great Regent and fulfill your destiny.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Yurak 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
I mean, can always use more crew, so...
As a Lady Navigator of House Orselio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
Woo! Got a navigator. I'm not surprised any of this is thing. Damn, her perception and willpower is high as fuck. What's this? Cool. Tower. What's her willpower already? 55. The perception is 55 too. What do we do? Onto a fellowship, and then we'll look at these. Whenever an ally in combat gains an extra turn, the navigator gains a stacking +5 bonus to willpower to the end of combat. Oh, so all these are navigator powers. Enemies damaged by the navigator suffer +10 additional damage from any source of warp damage. The bonus damage stacks for each hit inflicted by the navigator. Every turn, every even turn, the navigator gains an additional action point. Every odd turn, the navigator gains Damn! Eye of Oblivion. Every enemy the navigator has in the line of sight. That's good. Eye of Oblivion's really good. It starts all turns, including extra turns, with +3 additional movement points. Willpower is higher than this. That's fucking great. Holy shit. Damn, there's a lot of powers. Open the warp. Enemies affected by the navigator's powers are. Perception is higher than the agility. Their dodge is calculated using the perception instead. Also very good. Perilous ways. Enemies moved by the navigator's powers. Thingies. Stable routes. Whenever the navigator uses navigator power, the veil degradation is reduced by 1. That's cool. I still think Eye of Oblivion is easily one of the best ones I've seen. And Mind Over Matter. Although I think... I actually think Mind Over Matter might be better early on. There we go. So she's now level 5. We're almost all maxed out. What have we got? Oh, 1200. Jesus. Oh, wait. Oh, experience needed 77 more. Okay. So let's go to thingy. It's weird because she doesn't look that much like her actual portrait. I didn't actually know they had gills. It's really really interesting. Which is the armored body glove. Okay, what's this one? It's tech use. So I know who I'm giving that to, obviously. And then obviously this staff here. Oh, it's the same staff. Weird. Okay. Stuff on my side. So all the characteristics until the end of the navigator's next turn. No dodge penalty. Armor is 15%. Auto pistol. I could even just give her a rifle, but I think I'm just going to leave with it. Oh, interesting. So it is just a melee staff. It doesn't actually cast magic from it. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay. What? Is that a passive? Oh, ever bleeding wound. Damn, that's actually a really good attention to detail that they added that in, that he's suffering under that effect.
I always keep my options open.
Okay. I was expecting a lot, like another fight, if I'm honest. There you go. So we have one. Now we need to get the smash my nipple on that. I don't want to though, if I'm honest. But what can I do with those trophies though? Can I sell them? Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first... Heart starts beating furiously, your breath short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigilus is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of the sudden wave of unease. Without even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves his hand away. First, I wish to speak with the road trader. Leave us. Of course. When you are ready for the ritual, please let me know. Nessa sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigdis, then, lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you. Before I begin the ritual, I wish to look once again into the eyes of the woman whose fame is so great it managed to penetrate the impregnable walls of the Urek 5 long before we even met. And it's truly you, Testralund, the person the whole Expanse and Calixis sector are talking about. And now, a rogue trader. After a few seconds hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale and then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts are clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honourably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and for that I am immensely grateful. I am also deeply grateful that you saved my servants, especially my valet, Uwe, who served in the station for more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded him. He knows how to properly attend to me during my journeys through the Imperium, and what to serve me for breakfast. His presence envelops me in a cloak of amber. But now, throws back her shoulders. I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paint you have on board, but no red. I doubt the uninitiated can understand the mysteries of the navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship, so that I become one with the vessel. Cassia lifts a lock of her hair from the back of her neck, revealing a gilded implant port. Huh. After that, I use House of Celia ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts. And then this is the time it is time to open my third eye and peer into the depths of the warp itself. Among the nightmarish visions, mirages, and creatures of the abyss, only the light of the Emperor is the truth that will lead me from star to star, from system to system. Oh, the light, the guiding thread. Oh, the light. The guiding thread so fine it can slip from one's grasp, but at any moment. Cassia unfurls her hand and through dropping something. Oh, as though dropping something. But you have nothing to worry about. The navigators of House Orcelio never lose their course. Why did you refuse red paint? Uwe will give of his blood before a ritual. Oh, I see. All necessary replies are delivered to the Sanctum Navis. It's nonsense, thanks. I shall take my leave, or a leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. You can survive the gaze of the warp eye when it is opened. Nice. Oh, you've returned to me, have you? Lord Captain, I oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge. And may the Emperor's guide light help us all. Sanctum Navis picked up cessation of clothes, pious chanting and metallic clanking of impact, and then a serene voice of the Navigator person initiating communion ritual. Come here, Uwe. Ring of metal freed from its scabbard. The low sob of the servant, the rhythmic dripping from the liquid on the canvas. The faint whisper of the brush. Go. Footsteps hurrying away. I see. Violet vortexes lashing an ocean of million flails. An umber shadow spinning over the surface in a fiery dance. A storm rising above foaming waters. Armadas drowning in fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother. And the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her. No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. With this, the master recoils at Catharina's words and accidentally snaps one of the conjugator levers. The panel beneath her finger emits sparks, and the box gets a full silence. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows. Guiltily. My object apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through the Navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. Jesus. Servants in the Sanctum Navis are now howling a shriek while boys moaning in pain. The dull thud of dropping bodies properly, their fate. Oh, good lord. It appears the servants were part of Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Rogue Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas. dividing what should be a hole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me forward. The way is blocked. Actually, rusted fabric and metallic clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only a machine spirit, but something other. Oh God. Now I'll retreat to my chambers and recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report to you the condition of the station near Urak 5. Had you opted to begin your visit to the Rykard system with a different destination, the station could be more critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of the Navi's Kobolite brought us some precious time. We can either focus our efforts on disassembling the station and procuring technological components for our own vessel, or attempt to save as many valuables as possible. I think that one, because it says every last manuscript as well. As you command, Lord Captain. With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still looking for an Engineer Prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. Priest? Priest. We are also missing some crew. And much more importantly, we have not yet located Heinrich von Kallax, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for certain. Now we know for certain he was not at Urak 5, so we should keep this in mind when making any more future plans. As it pleases you, Lord Captain. Cool. Cool. What is this one, though? The Scream. Scream Quest. Rogue Trader. Okay, so look. Start a new game. Hey. Excuse me? I need to go there, like right now. So it's from Astropathic Station VX02. So Astropathic Station VX02. Save. Lord Captain, there is some communion to officers on deck. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the wardroom, where unintended crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia on deck. Fuckers, just leave her alone. Jesus. Like, realistically, when you're indoctrinated into that, into this, when you'd be indoctrinated into that, you are literally told to abhor the mutant. Oh, she bowed. How nice. I can zoom in.
Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
The title.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. Yurak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course.
That food looks banging.
Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
So just at the cover with her thin clawed hands. Her eyes are filled with a longing after reminiscing about a lost home.
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain.
What's that vibrating sound then?
Of pale smoke. A faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Pointed to Chorus, clearly intended to create a distance between you.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior in your question just now insulting.
Sorry.
No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
Oh, cool. Cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the adornment on her fire, and then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of the navigators often becomes the topics of gossips among lowly servants and officers alike. It is unsurprising, then, that Cassia prefers to accompany of one who is used to how she looks.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying? You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I. I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself. Please forgive me.
Right.
I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Yurak 5. So why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here? At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls, and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... My delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing. Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so... private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave?
We do not tolerate idlers on this ship. No, my officers know that well. Perhaps my people did not wish to disturb you.
Or because my presence offends them. Then I must take my leave as well. I am due to inspect the Sanctum Navis after the communion ritual and prepare the chamber for the upcoming warp jump. Thank you for your company.
Absolutely not an issue. Oh, thank you for bowing. Oh, she hobbles. Oh, I leveled up! Finally. Oh, wait. I just realized I got all these perk points, and there's me wondering, like, oh, I got the perk points, I got the wrong ones, I got all this shit. No, it was right. Okay, so... Right, so what we got? Ballistic skill is 40. Plus 4, so it's 44. Agility is fine, not worry too much. Perception is 35, could increase that. Strength is fine, don't really care too much about that. Damn, that's some decent willpower. Fuck, Theodora is 60. Holy shitballs. Perception describes how well the character perceives the surroundings. High perception can't pick out a stray bolt or showcase between the day-to-day burst. Also affects the awareness, going to reduce the enemy dodge chance to get the thing. I have the lowest on my team. Oh, Abelard actually has the lowest on my team. Let's do perception. Let's increase that a little bit so it's not, so it goes up to 40. Because the awareness skill is... What was it, subconscious? Let's see, awareness allows the character to notice traps, cover hidden objects, and secret passages. And dodge. Yeah, because I'm happy with the ballistic skills because it's only a little bit less than the Genta's, and the agility is fine. It's not too worried because I use cover more than anything. And then nice new abilities. Choose an ability. I can choose an ability. Divination, pyromancy, Sanctus powers. Sanctus powers. Oh, how do we unlock these then? Features psychic on the doors. What is that though? Oh, I see. Major psychic powers. It must be. I see. So these and requires dominate and sensory deprivation. Okay, so we're going, because I was going to go with a biomancy. That's really what I was going to do. I was going to bleed into getting both. So I was going to go mix of biomancy and telepathy. So one that hinders and fucks the opponent, and then the other to buff the team, dominate the target, passive passive resistance. If you're a penalty or on the turn, they spend all their movements to move towards. But I think if we go biomancy and complete, should now have a new power. I do. There it is. Iron Arm. There we go. So Iron Arm. The target gains plus 10 to strength and toughness. Just fucking amazing. Okay. boost her up a little bit. Features. Oh, here we go. So power she got. So she got lidless stare. Must make a plus 30 bonus willpower resistance to become stunned for 1 turn. Excuse me. Immediately grants an ally an extra turn. That's good. Kills the enemy before the end of the officer's turn. The ally gains 8 movement. That's also good. Pushing cells increasing houses by 14. Okay. So there's I think using just the Navigator's powers might just be worth it. So that's why I chose Heaven Flow. Allies that are targeted with the Navigator's power gain 10 armor. This additional armor is reduced by the minimum. This reduction is increased by the depth parameter. Enemies damaged by Navigators suffer. Whenever an enemy fails a resistance test. Navigator power and has not used. That has not been used in combat then. Every 2. Okay. Drains vitality. Pretty good. Perilous ways. Enemies moved by the Navigator's powers suffer 3 damage. Let's do... that one, Eye of Oblivion. Let's make her just a little bit scarier. Okay, and then we'll want to... the toughness 30, not bad actually. Just higher ship reception. Let's give her a slight increase in ballistic skill. It's good to think of it. She doesn't really have any, she just has lidless stare. So, do people make her a psyker, I wonder? This? Hang on, let me look at stuff. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Because I have no idea, like, any of her powers. Like, it says these are her features, but she, you know, and then these are obviously my features. So does she have, like, other powers and abilities? Oh. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that, oh, she has no... Oh, she's on dogmatic. Okay. Let's have a look at this boyo then. Oh, a new ability. Cool. That's 20 armor penetration. Attack enhanced by this ability will attack the warrior in return. Oh, that's crazy. Where it marks a target and during the round, the warrior gains breakthrough. Gains the slash ability with one charge for this round. Slash cannot be used at the same round as charge. Right, dashes through an enemy to the cell enemy's opposite and makes a melee attack damage. Taunting scream. Damn, that's a lot of fucking... The warrior gathers all of their might. The next melee attack pushes the enemy away. The distance of the push is equal to 3 cells of an ability used with a heavy rock saw. So the marks a target gaining against that target. If the target attacks the warrior during this round, the warrior gains +3. I'm gonna get that. That's cool. And then what are we gonna get? He's already got a lot. Couldn't hurt to put his medic up a bit more. Awesome. Magenta. What's she got? Scared the shit out of me. My phone just went off. Let me jump. 35 strength, 35 willpower, 50 agility. Fuck it, why not give her 50 ballistic skill? Because I would increase her strength, but I think 35 is fine for what she needs now. And her perception's also 40 as well, which is a good solid number. Ooh, hell yeah. Okay, controlled shot. The soldier gives a sign that they are about to open fire. The soldier and their allies will automatically dodge the soldier's next. Automatically dodge the soldier's next attack. Oh, I see. So it works good for burst fire then, so everybody caught in it, soldier and their allies will automatically dodge the soldier's next attack. The soldier immediately dashes to the selected direction, spending all their movement points. Does not provoke attack on between the lines of the dash to. That's cool. Concentrated fire. The next ranged area attack made by the soldier deals 100% more damage as an additional 20%. That's also fucking cool. Entrench. All the AP and MP and gains a +30 cover efficiency. When the soldier uses run and gun, they gain back all spent AP and MP +1. Cool. Range burst attack will have the base rate doubled. Concentrated fire. She works very, very, very well. At firing on a crowd. So what is she? I just realized. What's her archetype? Oh, operative. It's kind of what I should have chose, to be honest. Oh, it's a talent, that's why. I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit. Triggers an exploit on an enemy. The whole thing is plus 1 damage. Plus 200. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do that one. And then we'll increase. Intelligence. Second. I don't plan on using her after this. I still have 0's psycho rating. I'm gonna say, oh, she doesn't have a psycho rating because she's not a psycho. Oh yeah, I forgot I got grenades. Man, I wouldn't run a ship like that, idle chatter. I would allow them to talk to each other. It builds friendships between them. Greetings. It's funny though, because she's a psyker, but she's an unsanctioned psyker. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Members of the sacred cult operating aboard this ship have requested an audience. They wish to present gifts and introduce themselves to the new captain. They call themselves the Blood Spun Web. The cult defends the flagship from both internal and external threats, Lady Theodora. Oh, Lady Theodora held them in high regard. They look favorably. They will commence preparations at once, Lord Captain. All injuries and traumas are removed after returning to your flagship. Oh, cool. That's actually cool. Okay. I was not expecting this. I was just told to do this. Whoa. Oh my god. I was absolutely not expecting that. Those on the deck watching or as the final figure moves graciously into the ceremonial pose. Some officers whisper something while others murmurs praise to the god emperor.
The Undying Emperor commanded us to spin a web of blood around his children, and we obeyed. We obey still.
Repeat the words in mournful whispers. We obey still.
Domin von Valancius, death has whispered your name. We disown Domin Theodora. We renounce our oath to her.
Uh-oh. They just...
And now we give the gift of our blood to you. It is the gift of death.
The blade sung through the air and the river
has
to go.
whispered your name. The followers of the tenets of the web swear fealty to their new overlord and offer proof of their devotion.
Every parcel. The others bow their heads as well. They seem unconcerned by the blood that trickles down their fingers.
We give you a blade, the silent verdict. The Undying One has chosen you to wield this instrument of death. We give you one of our own, Kibellah, She will be your shield and shadow. And we give you the blood of these traitors. The tenets of the web will purify their souls.
Two-handed melee weapon, light. That's fucking crazy. Death Cult weapon gains the following: -6 to the target's parry and +1 to the bullet's critical strike chance when they make. Ooh, cool. You've received and heard many messages about the death cults such as this one. These devoted holy assassins of the Imperium have turned death into a form of worship for the Emperor. They are exemplary slayers, invisible executioners, and the scourge of traitors, heretics, and fallen souls. Many righteous people honor them as votaries of their faith, while others see their fearsome rituals as friendly spectacles touched by madness. Or Voidborn. Their lithe, sinewy bodies are clad in light armor, which allows them to move like an acrobat's nimble grace and strike with an assassin's swift certainty. Their red and black vestments are adorned with sharp spikes and ritual jewelry, where time and training have worn their garments threadbare. You can make out patterns of bleeding lacerations. Voidborn, if I'm right, are people born, I think, only on ships, I think. They weren't born on land, they were born in space. The prisoners cower beneath the weight of your gaze. Blood drips down their tear-stained faces of the captured officers. Technomats and workers, a word has been carved into each of their foreheads with meticulous precision: traitor, heretic, apostate, renegade. The cuts have been diligently and regularly reopened to prevent healing. Jesus.
These renegades committed treachery against their domin. Their lips once praised the name of Kunrad Voidfear, but it is your name they will whisper as they cross over to the other side. The domin has discerned our essence. This is a great honor for the Blood Spun Web. We have woven the bays of this ship together with the threads of our faith for many years. We keep the greatest relic, his tarot, through which he sends us his blessed revelations. We obey the whispers of the Undying One. This is our service to him. This is our service to you.
Well, this isn't the mission to Scream. That voice is cool as fuck.
I am the second spinner of the Blood Spun Web. The honor of this title is bestowed only upon those who have ushered more souls than... It is shameful to speak of one's own deeds. I'm here to become your shadow, not to make boasts. The tenets of the web teach us to read the threads of the future and understand the hearts of others. When a soul is filled with the poison of corruption, we know its time has come. We bring liberation. 3 strikes, 3 rebukes, 1 blade. This is how we serve the Undying One. This is how we serve you and your flagship. But there are others, the virtuous martyrs who contravene his design without realizing it. Those who have come too close to faltering or committing an apostasy, but have not erred yet. We present such souls to the Undying One. Our laws and teachings, our philosophy and way of life, our art of combat and spiritual dogma. Humanity owes its existence to the Undying Emperor's sacrifice. It is he who protects us from a darkness of terrors. Hence, each of us has a duty to serve him, and a duty to die for him. To act otherwise is to waste the life that has been given to us by the Undying One, to become a thief. We help others understand this. We help them to live and die righteously. The Blood Spun Web will not forget your words, Domin. They are the wisdom of the tenets and the benediction of our duty. So you may offer the souls of these traitors as a gift to him. You have the authority to order their execution. Their blood will bind us together through him. For the God Emperor, the Undying One is death itself. The Undying One is duty itself.
I can see what they mean. I see what he means by they skirt very closely to the edge of like heresy and chaos, because they are killing bad people, but they're also just slaughtering who they deem, they deem that they can kill.
Give the order, Domin. Let a spinner of the Blood Spun Web undergo the test of a sacred trial. A dagger that has not sliced through sinew is nothing more than a toy. Let the final dance begin.
Damn, she's gonna butcher them. She's gonna kill them all.
Your Emperor won't save you!
I will be your end.
Oh.
Your Emperor won't save you!
She can use special ability called Raining Blood. When used, it causes the target of Kibellah's next attack to explode in bursts of blood, covering the floor and any enemies behind the target. The affected enemies suffer additional damage. Kibellah can also use a special throwable called the Blood Fire and spill even more blood on the battlefield. Kibellah is a blade dancer. Blade dancers are incredibly skilled sword fighters who can devastate enemies with 2 special attacks: Blade Dance and Death from Above. The Blade Dance ability allows the Blade Dancer to make several light strikes against random adjacent targets. If there is only one adjacent target, or strikes are directed against that target. If 2 swords are equipped, the Blade Dancer does significantly more strikes. Death from Above allows the Blade Dancer to swiftly leap to a selected target. Upon landing, deal damage to all adjacent targets. This ability can be used multiple times per turn, but each use requires a charge to be spent. The Blade Dancer gains charges by killing their enemies. The Blade Dancer's main characters are weapon skill, agility, and strength. Weapon skill enhances their melee attacks and defense in close combat. Agility increases their dodge chance and makes their abilities more efficient. For example, increasing the number of strikes made with blade dance, and increases the damage dealt with swords. No stop blade dance abilities can only be used with a sword equipped. Some abilities available through progression cost wounds instead of AP. Wow. Okay. So she just has the spinner's blade as well. Okay, so does she have? No, she just has this thing. So what I want to do is assassin allies. Every enemy in this area, including the initial target, suffers from bloodstain effect. Both targets for 2 rounds. Additionally, oh yeah, and there's the blood file there. You acquired this item while exploring officers deck. Whenever raining blood is used, it recharges. Oh my god, she's disgusting. She might be my favorite follower so far.
As honor ordains. I would that I could. I cannot serve you in this way. No.
Oh, I see.
The other side awaits. As the tenant.
The angel is silent.
Trust me.
What the fuck?
The shadows will see it done.
That's crazy.
Death to the weak.
Dodged. He's running away. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so I cocked that up then myself, because I thought that was
Trust me. Let your soul be purged.
That's insane. That is such a fucking belter.
Pleasure.
Oh. So how far could she go?
As honor ordains.
There we go. Fuck. Oh, we got more. After seeing that, I'd kill myself. if I was them, I would have just gone, yeah, nah.
Welcome his embrace.
Okay,
Comes a chaos.
so they've made that a little more difficult. Okay. I'm fine with that. Drop a bit of blood.
As the tenant count, the other side awaits.
Absolutely fucking gonzo. Holy shit.
Chaos guides me.
You missed. I like her dodge too. She just like kind of just bends. At point blank, really? You're shooting at disadvantage, my G. Deathly a phrase. quarter thugs. Each stack, and I have 2 out of 20. Good God.
The shadows will see it done. Is a blessing.
Oh my God. That's fucking crazy.
Brings me no pleasure.
Bruh. She's nuts.
The ruinous powers.
Let's just eviscerate the bastard. Wow. I am well impressed. Kibellah wipes the blood away from the plate. I have acted with reverence and shown proof of my loyalty. Will you accept me? Domina Testra. Lund. Your ladyship. Your ladyship. The spinners of the Blood Spun Web were watching, tracking and killing von Valencia's enemies long before the warrant of trade passed to Lady Theodora. However, their blade also is known to cut short lives of high upstanding persons. Of course. But certainly do not in any way condemn the deeds of the deeply esteemed cult. I'm sure they must have a good reason. The hell is this? Jocasta Sauerback. You're cool as shit. Also the scourge of the city. Bring the unrighteous to ruin and forth. Scourge of the city. Of the seditious or not. Folks are afraid of them for a reason. A couple of watches ago, these spinners took to the train driver pieces for some kind of ritual. I don't know what old Morlock did to earn that privilege, though. And who's going to feed us on it? Einrich makes a dragon. It smokes his conscious teeth. But that's lower deck a problem. What matters is the Blood Spun Web. Serve you faithfully, Lord Captain. Confessor Adalbert, a plump old man with the riches. Excuse me. My predecessor's predecessor once delivered a sermon about how the spinners saved his vessel from the thing. No, arch enemy, the Blood Spun Web, paid the price in blood, a rivet of scarlet that flooded from the decks on the bridge to the bilge. They became the blood of the flagship, the pulse in its veins, and the beat in its heart. Their great sacrifice earned them the favor of House von Valancius. Oh, she took her mask off. Kibellah movements are slow, almost rhythmic as she removes the ceremony mask. The dark shadows on her eyes, deathly pallor of her skin, which is covered with ritual scars. Henceforth, I am your shadow. Domin Testaland von Valancius. Oh. An instrument of death placed in your hand by the Undying One, which I believe is the Emperor. Most of the mad sphere. So it was ordained by his tarot. A young woman bows her head and smiles. I also become bearing an invitation from the Vizier of the Bloodsmith. He wishes to know that temples are open to you. I was suggesting that the Lord Captain would go down to the depths of her flagship to search for this temple. With all due respect, the lower decks offer servants and crews. I am not permitted to say. If you wish to find the temple, you must walk the path of Saint Arian, the matriarch spider. Hers was the thread that would become the Blood Spun Web. The photos there give away, or the background there gives away what her quest has, which are gene stealer cults. And I may not have ever brought this up, but my first ever army in collecting any Warhammer was actually Tyranids. And the Gene Stealer cults, I really like the look of. They're cool as fuck. Her path began deep within the flagship, the dark tunnels of the freight line, and that is where yours must begin as well. This journey will bring closer to the thread of the web, closer to the undying, closer to understanding death. Sheathe ceremonial dagger. Your blade awaits direction. We will speak again when the time is right. Oh, does that mean I don't have her with me yet? Let's see. Where's components? I do have her now. Light spinner's breastplate. Oh my god. So her agility plus agility percentage, dodge and parry against melee attacks. She can't. Oh, she can wield a gun. Okay, that's cool. Oh. If the wearer has 10 or more stacks of blood blessed, they gain 1 result. I mean, the mask is cool, but I am a bit of a fiend for having characters not wear their masks. Also, wasn't I given silent verdict? I'm gonna give it to her. Holy fuck! That thing is massive! Holy shit! And if I'm right, I can give her 2 weapons, correct? So she can also dual wield weapons at the same time. So wait, what did that ability of his... How did that... I love it. So yeah, I was going to say, how did that... Because one of the abilities here, Blade Dancer makes 3 melee attacks around a target. Blade Dancer each dealing 50% of the normal damage. Blade Dancer is melee burst attack and does not count towards the attack limit per turn. Can only be used with a sword equipped. If 2 swords are equipped, the Blade Dancer makes 2 attacks with each one. Right. So the more weapons she has, the more she attacks with. So essentially, she makes 6 attacks. The Blade Dancer makes 2 attacks with each one. No, she makes 4 attacks. That makes sense. Because it says makes 3 melee attacks. And it says makes 2 with each one. So she does 4 attacks total. Open veins, I just saw that immediately. A creature with blood blessed or blood stained effect gains +1 attack. Oh, okay. Blood. +1 stack of this effect. Okay. Miss. Non-damaging ability on an ally grants no jinx. What the fuck? Just a flesh wound. 20% chance to survive after suffering lethal damage. Cancer blood. Contestant allies. Both the ally and a target stand on the covered blood. Death Cult Assassin parries or dodges an attack. All enemies with the blood-stained effect suffer 1 stack. Oh, so they gain. Oh, I didn't actually. I was not fully understanding what this meant, but it means a creature with blood-blessed or blood-stained effect gains 1 stack of this effect whenever the thing. So, what is blood-blessed? Creatures deal to each stack of blood-stained. So each time they got more blood blessed. Blood stained is 2% thingy. But how do you get blood blessed? So Death Cult Assassin. Dodge, parries or dodges. Cool. And then what is her strength at? It said her main focus is strength, but her strength is 25, 27. And then, of course, her weapon skill is 40, which is the second highest in the group. And her agility is 50, which is insanely high. Toughness is 45, which is actually not bad. But I'm going to put her strength to 30. The Blade Dancer's next attack inflicts bleeding 9 on all targets hit. These targets must pass a toughness resistance test with a -20 penalty or become immobilized for 1 round. All enemies immobilized by captive audience count as full cover. Fucking hell, that's amazing. Blade Dancer immediately returns to the cell they started their turn. This movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Use death from above this turn. This movement repeats all uses of it. What? If the Blade Dancer used death from above this turn, this movement repeats all uses of this ability in reverse. This ability costs 8 wounds. Select an ally until the end of combat. Attacks made by the Blade Dancer against enemies who have already attacked that ally, a 15% critical chance of 20%. Ability can be used multiple times, but the bonuses do not stack. Veil of Blades. Fuck, this is huge. If the Blade Dancer faces a side of their choice and immediately ends their turn. Until the beginning of the Blade Dancer's next turn, they can dodge area of attacks without moving. They are immune to all types of forced movement, gain 20%. Now parry attacks made against the adjacent allies. Oh, that's cool. While under the effects of Veil of Blades. Blade Dancer can even parry ranged attacks except ranged area attacks that are made from that side. The chance to parry ranged attacks is calculated as if it were a melee attack, which is also really good. So basically, Veil of Blades allows you to dodge area of attacks. They can dodge area without moving any spaces, and they gain 20%. So essentially, it's a protection ability. Blade Dancer targets a single enemy, vowing to dispatch their mark. Blade Dancer's next attack against this selected enemy cannot be dodged or parried. If this attack kills the target, the Blade Dancer regains 13 wounds. Ooh. I'm going to pick that one first. Reverse difficult terrain, for example, leaf over collapse stuff. Then a white. Oh my god, her demolition is so high. So it's a Medicaid. What the fuck? Yeah, I'll increase that. Fuck it. So what I need to remember is we gain the Blood Blast effect. And then Blade Dancers leap into the air, yeah, and they do not gain a Blood Blast. That does not allow Blood Blast. Okay, so this and the bomb allow Blood Blast, and then passives allow you to become even more Blood Blast. And when Blood Blast, you get extra stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that's interesting. They're dogmatic, not heretical. That is rather interesting. I would not have expected that, if I'm honest. Look at that. 50 agility. That's insane. Okay. So, what I'm looking for now is... is this one, if I'm right. Hang on. An identified void. Okay. The one thing I do know I haven't done though is, so let's save anyway. Void ship management. Here we go. And then we haven't. Features. Posts. There we go. We haven't added to the posts. She. There we go. She adds Arc Augury. Oh, and it tells you what they have there. What's that one there? Focused efforts. Okay. And that one can only be used by Agenta. Shield can be used with that one. That one. Warp Wave. 45 on that Avenger gun. A shallow jump. Actually makes a shallow jump in a forward direction. Jesus. Okay, so we'll put her in there. You there. Master Cannoneer there. Shield Master. No one. I might as well just put each there for now. Cool. And that'll do for the time being, I think. Right. We are going to take we're we're going to take a break. This has been a while. All right. Rykard Minoris. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Mr. Wershian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. Aggie, agility. I got rattled on my desk trying to get myself comfortable. What do you want? I love that the chair just spins. The distorted my voice is raised in anger. Abelard's reading this loud as well. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat out of Lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. The Lord Captain has received it. The man standing before Abelard's nose. Ola might not to quail under the onslaught of the superior's anger. She falters with a man's I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain. Not least because I have seen Not because I see you have already seen fit to disturb her. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge makes display belligerence towards a high-ranking officer will be logged in your personal file without delay. Lieutenant Avrila Vent requesting permission to speak on the matter of extreme importance and urgency. I thought drastic terms called drastic measures. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched on the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. I am convinced that this step is unwarranted, and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Ventis almost trembling with the tension as she delivers the speech, her face extremely pale. Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical huff. He glances at Sauerbach, who is standing not far from him, and she maintains a stony expression. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of the Seneschal Wersirian, to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we will have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Vent reels off the last words as though she knows them by heart. She has clearly been preparing to say this for some time. When she's finished, she casts an anxious glance at Abelard, then at you. Excuse me, that was a burp. The situation could boil over any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. I'll begin when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. He reported it up to the chain immediately, arranged for the cleansing rite to be performed, and they opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive. Sorry, my PC made a really funny noise then. What the fuck was that? But the search is about tense. Where's the Seneschal? I shall explain, intertones grimly. I will not hurry. Since my competence is under scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order on the way things are done, and the ship, one of the pillars of the system of rotating attention, is not to be distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have handled the internal problems myself, so of course I received information about the cultists hiding in the lower decks. I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the women who murdered Theodora von Valancius will find refuge on her ship. You far too heavy-handed, Seneschal Wersian. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments in the entire sector. It has been driven people into the brink. Says bitterly. There's a strike on the lower deck in Depot 4. To be precise, three worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could into an all-out insurrection, but I reported any concerns, and the only response I received was in order to dispatch an assault unit to crush the strike with maximum force. Likewise, in the poorer sections of the lower decks, it is homes of clans of general labourers. They are not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialized system of generations. They are easily replaceable, and one which is now, more besides, giving cultists and minions in the air. Neverfor is poor and troubled, but at the worst, that means drunken fights and illegal rot-gut brewing. We have handled the workers in Neverfor in the past. We would have done it so again if the crackdown on Neverfor hadn't been so harsh. Another important point to bear in mind: the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located to one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens here has a knock-on effect at all neighboring sectors. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that it is not within my right to challenge any of my superiors. That being said, while I entirely share Master Vashian's opinion on what fate Depot 4 deserves, I must note that this insubordination is a direct consequence of practices that he himself has introduced. Mr. Saddleback, I see that you have decided to follow the Lieutenant's example as well. Do you hear it? Does you no credit? The Xenos has never granted me any privileges, never once advocated for me, nor facilitated my personal. Although he is the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place, he has offered me a sense of guidance and service, and which I am grateful to him. And while not all my fellows receive such attention, at least a dozen officers of whom Seneschal keeps in his sights. Where the new generation servants to instruct them and to separate those with potential from those who have exhausted it. My duty as a Seneschal. This ship has bays worth of pilots, enforcers, officers and technicians and stewards, and those who not raised personally. And by the throne, every third person standing on this bridge right now was my student at one point. The ship's regulations state that the Master at Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcement, and yet it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers and officers of whom he deems particularly promising are at times given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master Wendershell's Wersheren's experience and insight to the insight. The Seneschal has a record of fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. However, extending to such patronage over the head of their immediate supervisor encourages disregard for the hierarchy among your ladyship servants. Today, an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report the order of the Master at Arms, and they happen to disagree with. Tomorrow, they will go to the Lord Captain to object the Seneschal's order. I notice, a pattern in these actions. However, can you recall an occasion where I would have encouraged an officer to disappear to overrule the order and show favoritism unmerited? None. Seneschal, for there have been no such cases in the entire time that I have served aboard this ship. If anyone were to claim otherwise, I would have them behave for insulting your honor and blood. Your conduct in this regard may have always been spotless. Nevertheless, given your eminent position, a simple show of attention in your part is enough to erode the propriety of junior officers, inflate their sense of self-importance, and undermine discipline. You distinguish some of them and know them by name is tantamount to walking around the officer's deck handing out gifts to officers who have caught your eye. It fills those you set apart with ambition and audacity. It makes them stand out among the rest. Enforcers are meant to be faceless servants, fighters who ready to die, and their fate entrusted to the commander and no one else. That is the sole foundation of order. My office are nothing but shining examples of unity and adherence today. I have only myself to blame, I suppose. I see the need to act within the remnant of my authority and guidance in the best interest of your protectorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm rectitude of my actions to yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to lower decks, stop the assault unit, and speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying and or harboring heretics. That way, you will stop the uprising before it begins. Enterprise bordering on the software, but please yourself. Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation, which then led you and your senators' involvement. I consider it my duty to go to Well, that's my entire team, so yeah, let's go. Meaning, the fact I have to bring a team means that shit's probably gonna go down. Oh. Just sitting there waiting for it to load up. Okay. Go to journal. Dark echelons. This is a chapter 1, it's looking for trouble. Okay, so we need to do that. That's the main quest then, basically. And these are errands. And then we need to do the... Well, yeah, I'll do her quest at some point too. Because I don't, you know, I want to do all my companions' ones if possible.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Did I just throw acid at him? Reflexively wipes the sweat from his brow in a startlingly human gesture, and a telling one, a rare moment where he allows his age and weariness to show through his armor like a veneer of self-assurance. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals as servitors. Eesh, I wouldn't do that though. Somewhere on this, must be where the workers sleep between shifts. She looks fucking terrifying.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
Relax, old man. Going for a stroll on the lower decks every once in a while is good for you. Lets you see how the simple folk live.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. She is right. And Jocasta Sourback. Okay.
Watch out.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
I always have a backup plan.
Good lord. They've all now have perks above their heads. Some of them do anyway. See? They're definitely good. There's definitely a good chance they're going to attack me then. Instead, the box of string is just different from the names of the surnames. It looks like this is supposed to be passed down from family from generation to generation. What's nuts is that people do actually like have children on these ships and like live down here, and that's how Voidborns are made.
Keep your wits about you.
Point. The sounds of heated discussion reverberate through the ship's. Lieutenant Alvaro Advent of the ship's enforcers is barring the path of his superior. Master at Arms Jocasta Sauerback, who has arrived clad in armor. Judging by their expression and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time and already has now reached a boiling point. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I have given you an order. Now get out of my way. That order is shaken, but there's fire in our eyes. This is my deck and my sector, and as long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. Only 3 people who have authorized to make me stand down: the first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. But not all my letters mutters in a crabby approval. He does not clarify whether he means Vent or Salvac looming over them both. Your ladyship. What's the situation? Ladyship. My people have locked down the bay where the strikers are, including their leaders. We have the situation under control as far as resources allow. Under control, Lieutenant. I came here to lend an investigative unit, and what do I see? The rabble is on the verge of mutiny. There is nothing to investigate. This simply calls for an immediate repression and firing squads, and you, Vent, are a step away from facing charges yourself. Excuse me.
Is there money to be made?
Meeting two greatest. Wow, Upper Nobles on the deck, here to see us. Doesn't matter how I say apprehensively. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutilation, from the barely discernible to the strange and outright grotesque. These are the leaders, hey? Rivet. A whisper passes through the crowd and you detect a mixture of fear, astonishment, and joy in their reactions. Finally, 3 people break away from the crowd. An elderly woman and 2 men. These must be the leaders. They bow clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you've come down to us. Striking. That's news to you, ladyship, says the tall, thin man in the river scarf. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Old Nan. Shut up, Rivet, snaps the old woman, who turns her hostile dark eyes to you. Here's the deal, your ladyship. Oh, here we go. Your damn enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. one wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. If they want to punish someone, they turn off their heating for the whole base for a week at a time, so we get sick and freeze. In my clan, two little ones died from inflammation of their lungs, all because of these enforcers. It's all true. Vent is the only officer who stood up to us. I don't know why, but this just wasn't fucking making sense. I didn't notice this here. Officers who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks and who grew up in amidship and has no fellow feelings towards us. The grim man with a scarred face throws up his arms. Your ladyship, we're no villains here. We're honest workers, your servants. We've plotted no disorder. We went on strike openly, and now we've got no guns pointed at us. All we're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace without being harassed. Evil that we sure didn't know. Enforcers just said they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone who said would be punished. See, we know our people, and if there were, we'd be the first to report them. As to this amulet or whatever it is, they took it off a dead body. No cult is still breathing in this sector, that's for sure. But when the fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies and boots they came back with. Nobody's ever tread these decks in the boots so fine, I can tell you that. Okay. Yeah, they were fine. There was no harm in taking them around. As for the amulet, must have been pocketed by somebody who didn't know any better. We don't need any amulets around here. We all worship the Emperor. And when we're working, we bow down before the machine spirit of the large and small transformers and the servo motor. The same way my grandfather was taught 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling, "Believe us, your ladyship, we are people of faith." Naive children, weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the arch-enemy's creations? Weren't you warned that any unfamiliar objects could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, it was just after I'd had my third little one. This is regrettable, but I cannot lay burden on leading a righteous life on the shoulders of a holy fathers. Who will you blame when beasts crawl out of the amulets you stole from heretics? The holy father who was not there, or the scavengers who brought evil down upon themselves in the neighborhood? I was asking us bilge rats what we want. Well, here's what. We want you to rein in your damned enforcers, to quit turning off the heat and stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here, and we want to be and ourselves. Constitution for 20 years. Getting rid of these club-wielding thugs can only improve things. You've gone too far, old man. They'll never let the maggots on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. You'll probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the first day is out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity and drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, it will be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultist bodies, and we'll talk to them on the lower decker to another. If there are any more of those damned amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. You speak for yourself and your clan, and I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures, I want real change. They promise us the world now, but as soon as the anointed one turns their back, these brutes will be back on us harder than before, all because we dared to speak out. Until workers' eyes dart to the street out. If you didn't jump this mouth into a flying target, but each one falls down. Spreading anarchy to the ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons in untrained hand would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain the oversight and order. Withdraw these damn demands and we will consider unrest. Oh. I don't know why I can't just do this bit. Yes! Total Rivet shrug and cast. Old man, listen. Myself has come down here and does offering concession. And I don't know a single person in the whole Depot 4 who's ever stood next to a raw trader, let alone talk to them. Back down now. No time for you to be an old crone. Listen to us, old man. The 3 clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. And then our minds up. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. You two are ganging up on me, is that it? So brave of you against the one. But I'll shut up. I will indeed, and I won't go against the 2 clan leaders on my own. But if you want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace. It's just fantastic, Lord Captain. We're all agreed. Cool. Thank you. You have not abandoned us lower deckers. You have come yourself and settled everything. I will tell my grandchildren about this. Fuel and provisions. Of course, your ladyship. We rooted out any nasty business faster than the enforcers and will leave no stone unturned. It's complete bedlam. Are you satisfied, Lord Captain? Let me suggest we lead the circus. Oh, Abelard. Don't be so fucking tense. Jesus. Bit of a fucking piss baby, aren't you? Abelard Imperius imperiously dismisses the unit to stand at a distance and addresses your other companions, saying, I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Looks at you and says, well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? I kowtowed to the disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them in with open arms and allow them to wreak havoc wherever they like, because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see the future, Helmut? I would have handled the situation myself, but not decided to intervene. Remember, Lord Captain, Lord Captain Theodora. Do you think she would ever have let one slippered foot on the foot? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior dedicated herself to her grand design for the protectorate as the true status broke to the. Maybe Theodora spent more time with a trifling with much. This is a new Lord Captain aboard this ship, and will not repeat it. I would be only too willing to trust my seneschal and not fill my head with such matters. But the situation spiraled out of your control, Abelard. Give me a reason why I should continue to listen to your advice and test it. So 2 is the nicest one, I think. Who would trust my seneschal and not fill him? And he nods curtly. I commend your decisiveness, but I am uncomfortable with introducing new protocols in the midst of a crisis. And I lost my temper, Lord Captain. I believe I ought to explain myself. Thank you. He just needed to be put into place. He's an old man. Francis protected. It's only just an empty fate. It's not just an empty fate. I left the Imperial Navy for a chance to see flourish. It was the most monumentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw the Lord Captain Theodora's deeds and the signs of its true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes for captured worlds, they create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my lifetime in the military. So I left it behind. Everything I'd known, everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all of the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods in distant frontiers on scouting voyages and come with advancement of the entire castrate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly, everything that had been built over the years had to begin to quake, rattling like flimsy hanger on the seismically active world. Oh, excuse me. One of the senior officers betrayed us all, but Rogue Trader was killed, and it's come to a grievous blow to me. But, excuse me, I'm not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new Rogue Trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible, and to do that, I must insinuate you from your problems that in the past have been dealt with and tried and tested procedures, set out in your ship's regulations, procedures, and the functions through the decades. Decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess requirements. Trust in established procedures. Right. I won't make the same mistake. I want to keep your building a future. The one Valansis procrastinate with me. Stop living in the past. True. True. I understand, but you need to learn how to respect me as your Lord Commander and Rogue Trader. I accept it. Accept it and start living in a new world. A world where Theodora is gone and where you and I have new decisions to make. Prosperity of the Von Valancius Protectorate is just as important to me. You are the only person who has comprehensive knowledge of how things are run on the ship. I think in the future I will follow your recommendations. I value what Theodora created, and I trust that this situation is an aberration on the ship's otherwise smooth operations. Since the established procedures are working, I have seen plenty of sentiment and handwriting in recent days, but very little competence. I have no plans to rely on your judgment. She died, and I won't make the same mistake. If you want to keep your bill, you have to respect me as well. You and I have new decisions to make. Yes, look, Captain. After a moment's silence, he adds, looking at you with interest. Your resolve is admirable, and you demonstrate strong leadership. I remember this moment, should my old habits ever begin to creep back. And now, please let us leave the lower decks if the Rogue Trader desires to stretch our legs. A more suitable place. Cool. I'm glad that ended up being a bit better, if I'm honest. Because I really thought it was just going to be an absolute grill fest on him. Because I mean, he made sense. I completely understand where he was coming from. But at the end of the day, he needed to be put into place. Okay. I was just looking at how currency / trade worked and all of that. Fatigue falls over you. I'll just go heavy. And the core you have been using to draw upon yet another order falls in your hand. Where's your head with a start? Someone else is here in your study. You stand up and at the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among their number, you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge, and those you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers? Posted to stand guards. It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics from the darkness to take your life. As if on its own accord, the shards laying on the edge of the desk are solemn remnant. Conrad Volk Via's weapon slips into your mind, and metal searing cold. The dead sway from side to side, closing around your neck. Dead remain dead to your words, creeping ever closer, inevitably with death itself. You blatantly realize that your trembling hands has found the shard of the razor. The razor's sharp edges cut into your palm. An unbearably bright light floods everything around, and you found yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering at your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold a pitiable shard, but a majestic and intricate weapon, a skillfully crafted sword with strange, unnerving proportions and curved design, and an unusual hilt ordained with the image of a closed eye. The eye opens wide, revealing the gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there, on the bridge. And the voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven, the path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. Your body refuses to obey your mind. The hand feels like it's become one with your hands, and the gaze of a demonic eye sets your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. Bam. Need an exodus. Blows gentle sweat. Sweat. It's sour taste in your tongue. Your head is ringing and you struggle to recall the host of faces. Image of the sword in your hands. Only the deep cut on your palm and the bloody shard laying on the floor is a reminder of what happened. Uh-oh. You would rather die at the touch. Wait, what quest did I fail? Oh, I see. Warp Entity promises the road trader might and power if she manages to become the new champion of... Oh, I see. Right, so obviously this is the dark path you could go to. That scared me. That really scared me. Okay. Hollow Organ seems to have been sitting idle for many years. Considering the size of the ship, it still looks in really good nick. What is this? Made from a strange metal, seems to absorb any rays of light that fall upon it. Is this the way out? Oh, hang on. What's this? She has her own bath? Good lord. Oh. Bath, your ladyship. Oh my god, I have servants that bring me shit. I know how that water works. This is great for muscle. Let's do Argenta. Want to get to know them a bit more, so condition your body with the water treatments. How commendable. Allow me to share some of the water. Scholar Progenium. Argenta does not wait for the reply, but immediately launches into a series of detailed instructions. Yeah, succeeded. Nice. This just makes you repeat each exercise multiple times. Like the rest of the oh, nice. It's the pace, but you refuse to accept defeat. Your muscles are starting to ache. Good work. Learn a healthy body and a mind. Find the two bolts. I'm really interested as well. I'm going to take my leave now. There are only the infinite waters. I'll wait this strip. I'll do official. Just into silent abyss. Thoughts of those that keep her afloat in the waters. Who will drown and will she manage to put those in the monumental? Excuse me. It can only be fulfilled through the service of death. For such is the strands of fate are fragile, yet woven together. They are strong. Not everyone is destined to see this voyage through it to its end, but no one will be forgotten. Oh, can I do that again? Because I thought we were gonna have I thought I was gonna have a nice chat with Argenta. There we go. And pop off for speaking verse in your bath chamber, and I cannot believe you wish to paint a picture of you. This robe, I cannot. It is scandalous. After all, damn, I have a 90% chance. That's 195% chance, 95% chance. Yes! I'm afraid that my teachers never mentioned such business to me. What the fuck? Okay. The next half hour engaging in small talk. As soon as it gets way too intense focus and immersed in our art. This painting, it may not be what I had in mind, still. This is how I see you in your colours. The canvas is a whirl of brightly covered paints and the outline of a human figure. It suggests broad strokes, colourful strokes, and fluid shapes. You would be hard pressed to call it a portrait, but a series of abstract images and impressions do vaguely resemble. In pink, you feel the flush of embarrassment. Oh, most gracious. It would be a pleasure to paint this time again, although perhaps in a more traditional environment. There we go. So it said I just received something. Can I view it? Okay. Right. Let's carry on. Let's finally get to Rykard Minoris. And, tithe grade undetermined, eh? The small industrial commerce can be deployed on practically any world, however inhospitable. Scalp size. Oh, we've all leveled up. We are level 7 now. Oh, cool. Well deserved rest. Use your character portrait. The target of an. Oh, that's cool. Didn't know that. That's good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, Jesus. Fucking hands again stiff. He blind. Immediate combat. Ah! I tried to hit the button. Stab a creature with a din of ordnance and the smell of explosive tickles your nostrils. It is difficult to tell through the smoke whom is firing on whom. Sergeant Malgar. Halt! Weapons to the ground, or I'm firing. A man in a torn, dirty uniform hobbles towards you from behind chunks of rockcrete and crumpled plasteel. His cracked helmet is adorned with a crooked label that reads Sergeant Malgar. Sergeant Malgar. Alright, so our skies are locked on and the rebels are shooting down anything that flies, and you lot just happen to land in the rear without a scratch for show for it. And on a shuttle like that. Where did you get it? Stolen from the palace, isn't it? He is visibly awed by the repleniscent gold of your transport. Grab him, lads. We've got ourselves a rebel landing force. Oh, turns purple. Andrew glances around. They're in a rough spot, old man. Go easy on them. You must be mistaken. You've got us more and more pale with every word you say. As soon as you attend speaking, he falls to his knees. Bless him. Dickon reckon. Man, please, pardon my blunder. It is a bloodbath in here. That made me jump. Fuck. I'm playing Rogue Trader, not a damn horror game. A frag grenade explosion cuts out the rest of the sergeant's words. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing screech. One of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm. Ew. Nowadays, with crimson tatters. Blood is pouring out of the stump, and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. With a rasping cough, the sergeant turns back to you. Pardon me, ma'am. Sergeant Lassie? Malgar reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? Some dirty dog nearly shut down. Some dirty dog nearly shut down my shuttle. You have to know if the member. Unrest, ma'am. Armed rebellions in both the capital and the provinces. First the lower level sparked, and then it went up to the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenals, the mag train stations. Then Felix tore off his mask, precisely because he knew about the trouble on Rykard Minoris. He knew that none of our allies would come to our aid. Cassia lets on a horrified. You may continue your report, peasant. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes. The tech priests linked to the satellite reported the signs of a strange voice ship in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Rykard Majoris. And the governor took precautionary measures and ordered the increase in security to the key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the warden detail. The alarm was raised, and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason that we were able to hold it. According to the satellite, one of the identified warships circling the nearby star has landed on a large uninhabited world in the system. They're crushing us. Ah, the scumbags. It's been a whole turn since the last reinforcements come. We're running low on ammo. Every other fighter is wounded. And I don't know how bad it is in the streets, but they'll drive us out any minute. I live to serve. The sergeant's grim voice rings with a martyred pride. Inquisition, the sergeant says, fills the door. I don't know, ma'am. There haven't been any visitors like that on my watch. You might have to inquire at the headquarters. If I remain with report, ma'am, as long as the rebels keep shooting their damned anti-aircraft battery, there's absolutely no shuttle. Absolutely no way to shuttle them. Be on foot. The streets are dangerous. Fine by me. I'll have no one to send with you to an escort. I assigned all available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I will vox cast orders to them and wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters. They better send out a convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow you to the governor's orders and hold the line there. Idris frowned. Destroy the ancient anti-aircraft battery. In this distance, and she's looking through the sergeant. You're a good soldier, but if you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others, you know the same hand that salutes now might falter in darkness. Rank and epaulettes won't save you from the bitterness. Pardon me, my lady, but I can't get my head around these fancy words you're saying. I've seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight till my last drop. The governor who is safe. A very important person for the devil's mechanic. This is around the shuttle on the sky. I had to ask him whether the name of Amaranth or Amarant or something like that recently. I barely answered any of my questions. No obligation to tell us anything. He demanded to talk to the governor personally, so I had to send a quarter of my troops with him. You're a good soldier, I can see that. The sergeant blushes slightly. I live to serve. Another explosion interrupts the sergeant's words. With a sigh of relief, he turns to his soldiers and spits out a booming series of commands. On your travels, you will hear many rumors. Those deserving of the rogue trader's attention are logged and set with citizen. And just that. Other times, there is truth behind them, and in some cases, there may be even more. Travel to the place indicated in the description. While traversing the Koronus Expanse route, you are bound to hear rumors. Bah! How's that powerful troops figure? Plays a pivotal role in the fate of the Koronus Expanse. And then there's a void ship. Circling the nearby star has landed on a large inhabited world. Okay. But we're after this one, right? The void ship. Oh, I can level them all up now. Cool. Okay. So what do we get? New skill already? Fucking hell. Let's do more willpower. Right. New talent now. Choose a common talent. Right. So that was, yeah, that's warp features. Origin talents. Be smart, contagious life. Be smart, contagious life. Just a flesh wound. Now poison enemies. This deals. That's cool. All psychic attacks, including attacking psychic powers. Psychic is healed or heals any ally if the character being healed is already full health. That's good. Adrenaline surge. Also. Dies. In stacking corpus conversion. Multiple the next second. Psychic heals themselves or another character with a psychic power, or an ally applied by a psychic power, or an effect applied by a psychic power, this healing can critically heal with a 70% chance. This critical chance is increased by. Okay. Gain AP spin. Have a range of 2. Ooh, okay. What is all? +3. Each level of siren. Each level of siren is just like with access to new psychic powers. So I need this, right? Hey, I've got a new siren. Oh. How do you increase siren, I wonder? Hang on. Whoop. Didn't actually mean to do that. Let's have a quick look. Oh, right, okay. So... Oh, okay. So psi rating goes up every 10 levels. Okay. Let's get this fucking motherfucker leveled up again. So what we got? Let's go 45. Toughness. Toughness is 55. Agility. Yeah, let's put his agility up. And then do not fall. All allies affected by brace for impact do not suffer negative effects. Get cover. That's affected by brace for impact. Brace for impact, brace for impact. I don't have brace for impact though, do I? Better to die for the Emperor. Oh, here we go. Oh, I see. These forces skills are okay. That's cool. That's cool. No heresy. Yes, I'm fine with that. Oh, there we go. Brace. So brace for impact is there. Okay. What was it? It was agility. I think that's why I was increasing. Aggie. Right, and then there we go. So brace for do not suffer the negative effects of melee superiority in entire combat. Get to cover. Gain an extra turn with 0 AP and 3 MP to increase their cover efficiency. Only use movement abilities for effects. Get off me. Brace for impact allows the Navy officer to use any ranged weapon in threatened areas. Knocks enemies prone and pushes them 1 cell away. Perfect timing. That's right. Brace for gameplay. The Navy officer also permanently gains 15% to cover penetration. Scatter all allies. Only take half damage from all opportunity. Any targets surrender and more allies than enemies. This needs to be yeah, do not falter. Fuck it. Not really asked about her. Just get new psycho powers, though. It creates an area that lasts until the start of the fight. All allies from the area. That's good. End of combat. Sensory deprivation. I'm blinded and suffer minus willpower test or dominate. It's where it forces them to move towards you. Cannot be. Again. Increase logic. Let's increase the logic. Cool. Now she has foreboding. Argenta. What's Argenta? Strength 35 now. Willpower is 35. Perception is 40. Ballistic skill is 50. Agility is 50. It means that her awareness skill and dodge is higher as well. Strength is fine. Let's give her a bit more willpower. Hang on. Furious Recital is what she has. Okay. She has Furious Recital naturally. Willpower. So what is it? It's war effect. The devotee and the allies within the area effect of Warhammer or Furious Recital gain 2 damage for single shots and attacks of opportunity for 1 round. Any enemy attack. That's cool. The devotee gains a 4% chance to ignore any enemy attack. Disturbed effect. Enemies that are adjacent to the devotee gain 2 stacks of disturbed instead. So what is disturbed? Fuck, that's good. Got Shield of Faith already. Litany of Hatred. Yeah, fuck it. Litany of Hatred. I'm gonna pick you. Ooh, here we go. New power. Oh my god, loads of new powers for her. Did you hear my shoulder just click? Oh my god. Oh, that was awful. That was like the most sickening pop sound I've ever heard in my life. Okay, so these are new powers here. Square. The enemy closest to that square immediately moves 4 cells towards it. All enemies are within the same distance. The same distance at that point, all of them move. 20 fucking hell. Waking nightmare, all out. Oh, crazy. Zone of fear. So what do you need for these? Reveal the light or glimpse of fate. Glimpse of fate. I think it's just 25% hit chance on the next attack. Let's do. Lidless Stare does do damage, okay. She does actually have a gun, which is actually really strange. So if I do attack, dodge on the neck. This. If I do that, and then there we go. So enemies damaged by the Navigator suffer plus 10% additional damage from any source of warp damage. The bonus damage stacks for each hit inflicted by the Navigator. Blood Augury. There we go. Okay. She gets a characteristic 2. Weapon skill 40. Yeah, that's fine. Strength is 30. Toughness. Agility is what makes you dodge, right? Yeah, makes you dodge. So we'll put that into agility. Anticipation. Veil of Blades. Deal. Oh shit, that's amazing. I didn't even need to see the rest. So there's Assassin and Executioner. Okay. Now we actually have a bit of combat.
Did you see that? They almost knocked us out of the air. Some bumbling idiot's going to regret that when he's dragged before the Lord Captain for questioning and trial.
She says an standard auto pistol, which I have. Oh, a scrappy auto pistol. There we go. Just to give us some kind of other weapon. Oh. Oh no, it's the suit she's wearing. I was gonna say her arms are supposed to be white, but she's wearing that that Under Armour. I think it is. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Didn't even notice it did that. I can give her that. Oh no, it completely removes a fucking thingy.
I do not think the rogue trader should take a personal interest in a common crackpot. Summary execution will be sufficient.
Yeah, but remember, I'm still in charge.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Oh. And the ship's navigator. She strikes foe with energies of the warp and supports the party by making her allies stronger. Voice of command is an officer ability that increases an ally's characteristic for 1 round and allows the officer to use their other officer R-type abilities on that ally from any distance. Fellowship bonuses the more their target. Oh, cool. The 2 rounds have passed since this activation. Bring it down. Yeah. Okay, so we want, of course. God damn, look how far he can go. That's crazy. So we want Kibellah there. We then want her there. Oh, she can go quite far. Her to be behind, because he's going to charge in, she's going to break off to the left. Oh, Agenta to go by there. I need to switch out her thingy, and then myself to go on the staircase here.
Let's make it quick.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Jesus.
Let's get to it. Follow my lead.
Oh my god. Really? Brother! He just tanked that and hit him with a...
Let's get to it.
Oh, gross.
It's as good as done.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. What a nasty fucking shot that was.
Show me what you've got.
That rebel gunner who's gonna fuck this up.
A mere pain won't
They're grouping up and they're making it very easy. Ow, he took a fucking beating.
Let's make it quick.
Oh, interesting. It's a group of them. Oh, they just shot through their own guy. I love it when they do that. It's so funny. Oh, you have... Okay, the blade dancer's target is a single enemy on a special mark. The blade dancer's next attack against this selected enemy cannot be dodged or parried. This attack kills the target. The blade dancer gets 13 wounds. I'm going to 1 AP along with an additional attack this turn. Oh!
As a tenant
Oh! Holy shit! Oh my god! She's had one turn, and dispatched everything. All oh shit, I didn't realize it was all creatures. Bring it down, officer immediately grants an ally an extra 2. Voice the command officer forces an ally to push themselves, increasing their characteristics by 14%. Any distance.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Sister Agenta's. Oh.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Guided by faith.
So,
Doubt is for the weak.
there we go. Oh, I can't attack you, motherfucker. Why did I do that? That was stupid. Oh, she sped her. Oh, interesting. She did actually give her another turn.
My place is at the fore. At your beck and call.
Okay, and then what was it? Oh, I forgot what his passive does now. Iron Arm. Or a stack against representatives then. That's for 1 round and over the below.
I will do my duty.
I only attack once. Shame.
At your beck and call.
Right, now Sister Agenta gets her fucking turn. Oh! Oh!
Is a prayer.
Oh my god! Holy shit! He removes all winded effects until the end of combat. Ability becomes available after the soldiers kill 3 enemies. She's literally like creates a all allies within that area. Cool, cool.
On it.
On it, baby! Although I need to keep an eye on that.
Hold on.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Oh, he exploded the boy. That's not gonna do well. She's gonna dodge the whole thing. Let me get into some cover. Can I get that cover? I can, yeah. Damn, I can hit them really far away.
I refuse.
No line of sight. Okay. Normal attack then.
Your end was inevitable.
He's fucking dead, mate.
Who, if not me?
Nice.
I'll see to it personally.
Let's see if I can get another shot. I can move. I don't know if I get a better... I do. Cool. I do get a better line of sight. Let's use that dead shot ability.
Another enemy down.
Bipped.
Let's get to it.
They're shitting themselves now. Oh, they're silly. Silly, silly, silly.
The shadows will see it done. As honor or death is a blessing.
But I didn't do that because that was a single target attack. Single target attack.
I would that I could. I shall not fail.
I was hoping she'd go a little bit further than that. That's fine. Oh yeah, she really does just do melee. That's funny. And then Lidless Stare, which affects... That's crazy. It affects everybody. Oh, she can't move.
Trust me.
Oh, that'll be alright.
Follow my lead.
Getting to move. Don't think you'll be able to reach with that. No, charge is too far. That's fine.
I'd rather not.
Oh, really? Too far as well?
Indeed.
Ah!
Rejoice in battle. I refuse.
Motherfucker. Ooh, she's in the way. Wait, did that shoot? It did shoot through. Holy shit. Should allow me to move a bit more. Yeah, there we go.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
So that one cost 1 point.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
God, I love the bolt gun. What's the distance on it? Too far. I'll move her. It's all she can really do. And then just expose weaknesses on him. Oh, he's going for it. Boom! Excuse me.
Don't let your guard down.
Okay.
I'll see to it.
Got him. Absolutely blew him apart. Nice. Right, let's get some goodies in. A stun baton. Power swing. Ooh. Ooh, okay, so because he's got the sword right now. The Mars pattern sword is slightly better. Mason's hammer, a special attack that pushes enemies away. I mean, carapace armor. I'll give that to him. I mean, he does have, but it also does allow him just to absolutely murder people in range with him. Yeah, that'll be okay. Okay, I thought I fucked that up then. She's a rebel, not a track star. Ugh. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else I can take. Blind madman. My eyes! My eyes! Have you got them? Please get them back to me. And there's definitely more going on with this blind madman here.
Duty prevails.
Do not touch it. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
Lucky Jasper. Yeah, to me, this definitely seems like there's more going on. Ooh, those are also explosive barrels.
I'll make an example out of you.
I will take you down.
I'll take you down. Yeah, let's get him over there. No. Good lord, look at that over there. Actually, yeah, Abelard's fine here. Testra. There. Her. Here. Actually, he moves the furthest, so he could get there the fastest, to be honest. So if I get him there. Her here. I will then get her there. Her by there. And Argenta will be here, freely to move when her turn arises.
Let's make it quick. Let's get to it.
Rebel agitator.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
That range is fucking huge. It's gonna get Abelard though. Has she got something that allows... Does that cost 2? So if I do this... No, I know what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna get it to move here.
Emperor, give me strength.
And then use Lidless Stare on all of them.
The Navigator's might.
Oh my fucking god.
If only that were possible.
What's it do again? Increases their characteristics by 14. So, alright
I'm
then.
not accustomed to being ordered around.
Abelard then.
Do not dare ask. That is foolishness.
Cool. So, yeah, she's a bit precarious, but, you know. And then we'll give
I'll make it happen.
a bit of biomancy. And then gonna bit.
If not,
Hell yeah. So, yep, that'll do.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh shit, he's gonna hit Cassia. She just sidestepped that motherfucker. Argenta, where do I want to move you? Here.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Can she shoot these cucks here? No, she physically cannot see them. That's amazing. That narrow...
As the Emperor commands, I act.
That narrow little space there stops her from shooting
I'll do it.
them. Amazing. Hydra, we're gonna use... Here,
Anything else?
create a bubble. We're then gonna use
but of course.
expose weakness. And then we're gonna make her even harder to kill.
Out of my way.
Out of my way. Oh, you're running towards the wrong people. Oh, that's a grenade.
Let's get to it.
Ooh, Cassia. Shit. Okay, what's the blood file do again? Raining blood is used.
As the tenants.
I just realized the size of a movement.
This goes against the tenants.
Can't. Okay, and that's all the movement she has, which is a little frustrating, but that's about... Oh no, she's got movement. Never mind, I'm just being stupid.
I am your blade and shield. Come, the other side awaits.
Holy shit. Oh my god, she's such a fucking beast. He's almost dead, so I might as well get Abelard here. Yeah, let's move him here. And then we'll do against that target. If the target attacks, we'll do that.
It will be done.
Give him bonus health.
At your beck and call. I took care
Bam!
of this one.
Man, he ate shit.
Victory is imminent.
And then we'll target that guy.
Let's get to it.
Parry, bitch.
Let's make it quick.
Oh, parry. Cool. She's, excuse me, back in Actione. That means I can give her some cover.
Always drowned in scarlet.
And then dodge the next attack test.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
We want Abelards. This.
Doubt is for the eradicated.
Boom. That's their temporary turn gone. Cool.
I won't compromise my principles.
Damn. Need a line of sight, eh? Right, I can see them there.
Make some opportunities.
Let's move here. And then let's go.
I'll make it happen.
Bip. Dodge. They're not going to be able to do it. They cannot hit her. His dodge is so high right now. Actually, do you know what? I was gonna have her help,
Guided
but
by faith.
she's gonna do fine on her own. She's almost up next anyway.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
You missed.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Come on, that's point blank.
I will not.
All right, well, fuck you then. Expose weakness.
What an unfortunate turn of
Oh, it did kill him. Holy shit. I was not expecting that.
As honor ordains. The shadows will see it done.
Hell yeah.
Trust me.
Ah, she can't get far enough, damn it. That's fine. And then, what was this? This is the power swing, yeah.
Reduced to dust.
Damn, he parried. Wasn't expecting that.
I will do my duty. I've suffered worse.
He actually hit him. Holy shit. Let's see if she can get a good shot off, shall we? Oh, she squelched that body. Let's give her a good old shot.
Another foe painted black.
Hey, she did it! The first shot she ever took, and she killed someone. Ooh, some of the light carapace there. Knife, no thanks. I'll take that. I'll take that. Right, so it's what is this one? Whenever the wearer deals damage. Seems like something that would probably be better. I mean, those actually look pretty decent then. Right then. I'd say this is an alright point to finish.